Hey everyone, back again. This is Goddess Shamet, back with another psychic murder investigation. So this one is on Hattie Brown, but before we get into that, I want to discuss the waning moon that was supposed to be happening today. I believe it did happen. I just didn't get to see it. I didn't, this one was supposed to be a special one because the moon, the crescent moon, was supposed to be passing by the Pleiadians. So you can be able to see the stars, the 7 Pleiadian star sister thing, however they call it. But on the waning moon, what you're supposed to do, I had already did it. I did it at 2 a.m. That's what they said. We was going to be able to see it. And so I went out in the middle of the night and I took a candle, some bay leaves, and I written down everything that I want to release. And it's like if you want to release fear, if you want to release money stagnation, whatever you want to release, you write it down on the bay leaf. And I took a tea light candle and I took it outside with me and I burnt it and I repeated it as I burnt it. I want to release money stagnation. I want to release fear, and you keep repeating it until it get burnt out. And once it got burnt out, I have a cauldron here. Yes, I do. And I put it inside my cauldron. And after it completely burnt out, I poured it on in the grass. You gotta release it. Release the energy. So, and that's how you get rid of all the negative things in your life. Now, after you do that, go back in your house, do whatever you want to do. And so I did. So, and I want to show you guys my dress. I got new dress alert. New dress alert. Okay, thought this was cute. Okay, y'all, so I have been doing my pull-ups on my TikTok machine. I don't know what you call it, so I just call it my TikTok machine. And so it's going down slowly but surely. And I don't like girdles. I can't breathe. I can't do it. So, but I have been doing it, and it's taking a little slow time, but it's doing it, and I don't care because I got time. So, pull my chair up. Okay. Now, Hattie Brown. I'm going to say a prayer for her, and I'm going to get into this reading. Father Ra, Mother Earth, Archangel, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Galactic Beings. Coming to this reading to do, coming to do a reading on Hattie Brown. We're trying to figure out, is Hattie Brown dead, missing, whatever we can figure out for Hattie Brown, that be so, and send her back with peace, love, and light. Ashe. Now, excuse me, y'all. Once again, my granddaughter is over here sleeping, and she snored like a grown man. She's 3 years old. So, okay, anyway, Hattie Brown. September 24th, 1960, Hattie was raised on a farm with 11 siblings. Hattie joined the military and Hattie joined the military in the Army in 1980 at 20 years old. She attended Air School in Kentucky, and she was the first black woman in her unit to earn the Air badge, which taught her air combat. It's like, hey, you go, girl. She got that. Okay. Hattie received medical discharge because of health issues. She retired from the Army for 18 years of service with plenty of medals. In 1998, Hattie returned home to Halifax County, Virginia, with family, living a normal life. 2009, she helped her nephew with things in his life. She was helping her nephew with things in his life. Hattie's nephew called her for a ride May 16. He was 30 years old at the time. He wanted a ride from a Sheetz gas station in South Boston at 2:30 in the morning. I don't know how, I guess. And the video surveillance caught her car pulling away from this gas station with her nephew in the passenger seat. Derek, which is her nephew, told police she dropped him off at a party and was never seen again. Okay, so Derek said the last time he seen her, his aunt, was when she dropped him off at this party. So Hattie was supposed to attend a family bridal shower, but never showed up. Now, they wasn't giving specific times on when she was supposed to be at this bridal shower. So this was probably like the next day or the next couple of days. They've been looking for her. And also, she didn't show up at church. After days of no word, her family did a missing person report on her. She was 48 at this time. In June, the police issued a search for her. They searched her home, and she left behind wallet, ID, and medication, and her credit cards. Police felt that this was weird because she wouldn't leave her belongings like that. So 8 weeks after her disappearance, July 7, 2009, 15 miles away from where she picked up Derek, they found her car burnt up. So no physical evidence could be received from the car. From her body, they couldn't get nothing out of there because it was completely burnt. February 2010, 8 months after her disappearance, a woman named Crystal failed to come to court after being subpoenaed. They felt she may have had some info on her, but obviously she didn't because they let her go. And Derek moved out of the area, and he also was never charged. 2016, she was legally pronounced dead. And 2013, another sibling went missing. His name was James Brown. Wondering is this also related? Okay, so I'm about to get into the questions and answers. So Hattie Brown. Are you deceased, Hattie Brown? Are you deceased? That is a yes. Hattie Brown is deceased. Okay. Hattie, was you murdered? Hattie Brown, was you murdered? That is a yes. Hattie Brown was murdered. Hattie, do you know who your killer is? Hattie Brown, do you know who your killer is? Hattie Brown knows who her killer is, because that is a yes. Hattie, did you pick up your nephew on May 16th? Did you pick up your nephew on May 16th? That is a yes. Okay. Hattie, did you drop off your nephew? Hattie, did you drop off your nephew? Hattie Brown, did you drop off your nephew? That is a yes. So I asked her, Hattie, did your nephew murder you? Hattie Brown, did your nephew murder you? That is a no. He did not murder her. Okay, so all that's out the window. So now I'm questioning, who was around her. Does she have a boyfriend? So I asked her, Hattie, did you have a boyfriend at this time? That is a yes. Hattie Brown had a boyfriend. Okay, so I also asked her, Hattie Brown, did your boyfriend murder you? Hattie Brown, did your boyfriend murder you? Yes, he murdered her. So, Hattie, they couldn't find your body, but they found your vehicle. Did he burn you inside your vehicle? Hattie Brown, did your boyfriend burn you inside your vehicle? That is a yes. Her boyfriend burnt her inside that vehicle. So, with that being said, If her family knows of a boyfriend she had, maybe you guys can get a hold to him, talk to him, or anything like that. That's all I have for you for tonight for Hattie Brown. You guys have a great evening. Bye.